What's up guys, welcome to my channel. 2011 Toyota RAV4 here. We got this upper radiator hose, very common, known issue. This thing will leak from right over there, so this thing is nice and toasty. What we're gonna do is the pipe is all the way down there. You can see it from right there, the clamp and everything. So the camera might not capture this, so I'm gonna just clamp it with my tool plier, push that clamp back. And before that, we have to drain the antifreeze, and the drainer is like right underneath that little guy. So it's like two things in one spot. Do not disconnect the battery because then you will lose the idle memory. Anyways, I'm gonna drain it first and then we'll see what happens next. First I'm gonna loosen this up so the battery can be maneuvered around a little bit. I do need to get down here, and there's a 10mm down there too, but if I could just get one side to lift up, I'll be all right from the other side. So I'm gonna take this off completely, this 10mm. That way I can just simply just do that, just enough. The problem here is all these clips are gonna break, and then the customers is not gonna be happy. So I just need this battery to move just a little bit. I wish I had both of my hands here available. So what I'll do is just put this down. I'll lift and push. Okay. Anyways, that should give me enough space to put my arm right from over here to turn everything. Okay, so I'm gonna put my hand right through here to get to the drainer. That drainer is probably locked up. Whoa. Okay, so we might just move the pipe forward and let it drain out from right from the pipe. It's gonna be a mess, but it's gonna get done just that way. So the drainer is unable to move, so I'm gonna use this tool right here to push the clamp back. You guys are most likely not gonna see it's dark, tight spot, but I should be able to move that back, so I'll be right back. So we did push the clamp back. I'm sorry about the lighting and everything. And I'm going to try to take the hose out slowly. You don't want to go crazy either because you will break the radiator, so take it easy. So I'll be right back. Give me a moment. I will show you once it starts to budge. So you're gonna have to kind of play around with it. Okay, meaning you're gonna try to kind of wiggle around it and see if the grip becomes loose. Okay, after playing around with it a little bit, the light is just gonna be terrible. I managed to kind of get this thing loose. So I don't want to take out the pipe all the way because it's gonna shoot out all the antifreeze. So you just want to kind of let it come out slowly and pay attention. I did put a bucket down below just to let you guys know. I do have a bucket down below, so let me just show you. I did put this underneath just in case wherever it drips from, it will be captured in there. It's gonna be all over, but no other choice. Okay, everything just dripped out. Nothing I could do much there, but it didn't even go in my bucket. That sucks. They just make things complicated, plus people put this stupid thing in the front. You can't remove no covers. Anyways, a couple of more steps and we'll continue. Okay, next, this little clamp over here is supposed to come out of there. You see this? You're supposed to lift this up and that thing comes out of there, but it's already probably broken or whatever. And this guy comes right off. A couple of things and then we're kind of like almost in the business. So this little guy right over here, I'm going to show you the part number on the new pipe just to let you guys know. So it doesn't come with any clamps. Okay, if this is a plastic, be careful. You might want to change it too because these plastics, they get brittle over time. And then we got one over here, this clamp. Okay, I might have to remove this clamp by holding this and turning the pipe itself, because this thing is like probably, you see, this is what's gonna happen over here. You see this? This is what's gonna happen. So this pipe will come off right over here. So this guy wanted to travel to Boston. He's not gonna make it, not like that. Okay, there you go. We need the clamp off that one. So this little guy right over here, okay, that's good enough. So I'll move the clamp back and it's coming right out. And this is how simple it is. This whole thing is just gonna come out. So we need to transfer the clamps from this one to that one. So the part number on this one is just gonna be lost. There's a part number Gates 23299. That's for this particular one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these clamps, put it there. So make sure you put the clamps facing upward so we can see this one over here. So kind of like put it on and see, observe it, put it back in there and see where it's at. Anyways, give me a moment. Let me take off the sticker and let me transfer the clamps. So I transfer the clamps here. So I am gonna dispose this pipe over here. No longer needed. So this clamp is very important, how it's facing to me. So what I wanna do is I wanna kind of get this in there, just like the way it would sit. I want to observe where that clamp lands at. Okay, this would go in there, and that clamp, you see it's facing straight up towards me. That's how you want it. So I can just kind of clamp it, grab it, and put it in there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just put my hand in there, and I'm gonna put this pipe right now while we're talking. Okay, there you go, perfect. Just a little bit more adjustment to that pipe. So this is pretty much done over here. This one I'm gonna have to squeeze and get the pipe in there. Let me get this guy in there too. So I'm gonna have to squeeze this too. So let me get everything organized and then I'll continue. So once the clamps are on, we'll push the battery back in, and all you need to do is fill up the reservoir. It's probably gonna take about 1.5 gallons. So I can't show you this. So I squeeze the clamp and I push the pipe in. That's the one way you're gonna get it, okay? Because that clamp is gonna be kind of blocking. So that's what I have over there for now. And I am going to put this clamp where it belongs. There you go, perfect. And then we'll stick this little guy back how it's supposed to be. Okay, and now all I need to do is get that clamp on. Pipe sitting perfectly good. Okay guys, I got that clamp in there, so it's got to be sitting right about there. So make sure you get it to the proper spot. It's past the neck of the radiator a little bit, and that's it. Bada bing, bada boom. Just bring out everything, and this is what it looked like. Okay, this guy's over here and this guy's over here. All I need to do is fill up the reservoir box. Okay, I had this completely loose, and I lifted this up a little bit to get my 10mm wrench on this 10mm bolt that's down over here. So I just want to tighten that up, and that's how I was able to kind of push the battery forward. It will give you a little bit of clearance, okay? So I would do it. I would just make that clearance there so we can work proper. There you go, perfect. And this clip can go there, bada bing, bada boom. So I did use this to kind of push the pipe off, but I didn't want it to destroy the radiator. So I kind of gently moved it, and that's how I got the grip loose. So all we used was a 10mm gear wrench, pry bar, and my impact. You don't need impact, and a 10mm deep socket for that. And that's it. Now we're gonna put antifreeze in this baby. One thing I want to mention, if the car is nice and toasty, do not open this cap, okay? This car was kind of warm, not hot. So I am using this Toyota 50/50 premix antifreeze. And I'm gonna just fill this up. It's probably gonna take about 1.5 gallons. After that, you want to run the car for a good 10 minutes, and you want to let the fans come on, radiator come on. So it's not taking much. I don't know why it's not taking. Is it going down there? Is it empty? It's not empty. Why is it not empty? It's supposed to just take everything in there. Maybe I'll need to start the car. All right, I might just keep filling it. I'm gonna give it some time. Okay, so it's like 2 adapters there, so it is going down. I was camouflaged because if you look at the top half, you're gonna see this antifreeze there, but really there isn't any. So let's just keep it going. You can hear it's burping. Guys, I'm gonna keep filling this, and once I'm done, I'm gonna close this cap up, and then I'm gonna let the car run for a little bit more, and then check again. If you squeeze the pipe, you will see the antifreeze move. but it's not moving yet, so it's not full. It's just a stupid reservoir here, kind of messing with my head. Expansion tank, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna leave it to that, guys. So make sure you put enough antifreeze in there, and then make sure you close the cap and you feel a little click to it, and check it 2-3 times and you're good to go. As long as the fans come on and thermostat opens up, it doesn't overheat, you're good. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. See you guys in the next one.